In my recent trip to Paris, I'm staying at Sofitel Paris Le Faubourg. Mind you, Sofitel actually has quite a few different properties in Paris, but I accidentally stumbled into the most heavily guarded one. As it turns out, not only is it located in the 8th arrondissement, an area packed with embassies, but above all, it's right next to the US Embassy. And as a result, both ends of the street are completely blocked off and guarded by police holding real, live ammunition. When my car arrived, the officer actually had to check a guest list provided by the hotel before letting us through. I'm not even kidding, it was serious business. Once you step into the lobby, Sofitel's signature chic, French fashion aesthetic is on full display. You can subtly feel that because Paris is their home turf, they have doubled down their effort in clustering elements such as floral and colors, and the sunlight through the glass ceiling successfully amplified them. Pair that with the library area you're seeing now, and the design concept here is light years ahead of the Brussels Sofitel I stayed at about 6 months ago. Equally chic and chill is the bar. When I was checking in, the staff told me my room had been upgraded, but requested that I wait as it was not ready, so I hung out there and ordered a herbal tea. Later on, I actually came back to try the club sandwich and a Basil Pesto Linguine pasta. I have to give a special shout out to the pasta. The freshness of the basil pesto and sun-dried tomatoes achieved a flawless balance with the milky creaminess of the stracciatella cheese. The green linguine perfectly soaked up the essence of both, and it was so good that I ended up ordering it again via room service. Now let's talk about the room. Even though they said it was an upgrade, I honestly couldn't see any difference in terms of size or quality. Considering the fact that hotels in Europe are always tiny, this is actually quite decent. On the bright side, it feels luxurious without being overly gaudy. The work desk, plus a tiny side table, gave me just enough room for room service. Overall, if you ask me how this room compares to other Sofitel property, I'd say as far as French chic goes, it definitely does its job. But when it comes to sheer room quality, Sofitel Singapore is still the benchmark. The saving grace here is that the bed has the same plush mattress as the one in Brussels, so you're guaranteed a comfortable night's sleep. Just don't expect much of a view, especially since the historic building opposite is completely covered in scaffolding for renovations. Fortunately, the double-glazed windows completely blocked out all the outside heat and noise. The bathroom was equally lacking in surprises. Again, I'm really not a fan of bathrooms that don't have a separate walk-in shower facilities. It's always a bit of a safety hazard. Even the toiletries are the standard Balmain used by Sofitel hotels worldwide. They're nice, but personally, I don't think they're quite as good as the Chic. Moving on to the food. Like many Sofitels, it is mainly served by one main restaurant. I didn't get to try the Sunday brunch, but I did have breakfast and dinner there. The restaurant does have an alfresco dining area, but with Paris being so excruciatingly hot these days, I would of course stay indoors. First up, breakfast. They offer both a la carte choice and a buffet. While the buffet selection isn't massive, the quality of the ingredients, whether it's the cheeses, cold cuts and pastries, is easily among the best I've ever experienced at a Sofitel. The service from the staff was incredibly attentive too, bringing a bright, sunny energy that you don't always see at Sofitels. It is a refreshing change and I actually really liked it. As for dinner, one night I ordered this appetizer. Organic asparagus with Gruyere sauce. Is a bit like a mayonnaise but very refreshing. For the main course I went with the Label Rouge or Red Label Grilled Salmon. I was bold enough to order it well done, and they still managed to keep the meat incredibly tender and juicy while the skin stayed crispy and luscious. The Béarnaise sauce perfectly elevated the freshness of the fish with the spinach's smooth texture. For dessert, I've ordered, what else? Crème Brûlée. You can see just how smooth and velvety it is. The subtle burnt caramel aroma on top completely lived up to the reputation of this classic French comfort food. On another night, I tried a homemade corn gnocchi, which hit a lot of the same high notes. It came with asparagus, fava beans, morel mushrooms, and Parmesan cheese. The only real difference was that the gnocchi was more filling, yet it never felt overly heavy. Last but not least, the gym. This hotel doesn't have a swimming pool, but the gym is pretty basic, with just dumbbells and a treadmill, and no strength training machines. Overall, with the French Open currently in full swing in Paris, this place costs £700 per night, which is no doubt expensive. But look at it this way, which 5-star hotel in Paris won't make your wallet hurt? The Rosette right across the street is €1,500, and the Shangri-La with an Eiffel Tower view is easily tracking towards €1,800. The food here is genuinely good, and the service is hands down the best I've experienced at any Sofitel so far. Call it vanity, but it's not just the police guarding your doorstep. It turns out the French presidential palace is right nearby too. You can easily walk to tourist spots like the Louvre, the Arc de Triomphe, and even the Eiffel Tower, plus it's right next to a metro station. Before I arrived, I was terrified every day that I'd get mugged by Parisians. This hotel completely put my mind at ease.